I wanted to cook this Vietnamese um, cake. I mean, I was here earlier. I just want to do it separately. So, like I said, this is the key one, the square one. So what I can do is that there's different way to eat this. You can eat it as it is, or to make it fancy. So I'll be able to um, eat it with sauce and serve with salad. Okay, just want to welcome you back. Chef Vanna, I have this huge cake here. Yeah, you see, compared to the one that I make at this. This is the biggest I made so far. Okay, normally mine is like smaller size. So this is my cake. Has pork and mung bean uh, fillings. This one right here, I think it's a vegetarian mung bean, vegetarian filling because she's vegetarian. Everything she bought is vegetarian. So this one right here costs about $20 US dollars. Okay, so yesterday I was on a video call with my son who is now in South Vietnam meeting his bride. He went to Vietnam to get engagement. I couldn't go because I didn't have that much of time to go with him. So he called from his fiance home, and I was about to make this, and then I have to stop my to take the call from my son. So this is the Numan Som. Okay, I don't remember what the Vietnamese call it, but this one right here is vegetarian version. Okay, the the version I make has pork belly as the fillings. Because we're gonna be doing frying just a little bit. We don't need a lot of oil. We just want to lather the. This is non-stick pan. It's gonna work because sticky rice once it get heat up, it'll get sticky and stick to get it will stick to each other like magnet. So I'm gonna use a little bit of oil. I hear about one tablespoon. Okay, just very little, just to keep it keep the oil going and give a nice flavor to the cake. So the first thing I'll do with these square ones is that I have a lot here. I don't know who I'm gonna be feeding. I'll probably take some to my mom. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this into thinner pieces so that way it's easy to fry. Oh, oh, I see. What I could have done is that I could have uh, preheat this first, okay, because the rice is falling off. Because what I do, I have to rewrap and microwave this for a minute or two. Okay, excuse me. There, because it was in the fridge and the sticky rice, once in the fridge, it's it turned into it turned into flour. Okay, let me put the gluten back on here and put in the microwave for a minute or two. I'm gonna do on low heat, okay, because I needed to cook this really well and allow it to get warm up also. Okay, I'm not gonna peel this. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this so that way I will have the support I need from the uh, from the banana wrap. I know she has this in the freezer for a while. I remind her that she need to eat it. So now she made me responsible for it. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and put this in the pan. It might be too thick, but I'll cook this a little longer to allow the sticky rice to cook thoroughly. You know, there's a lot of rice going to this cake here. Okay, it's like almost 5 pounds worth, or even more. I should have got it thinner so it cook easier, cook quicker. Cambodian know exactly what these are. They in Thailand also. Um, Let me share a little bit um, about this cake in my country, in Cambodia. I saw the Cambodian make them big too now. Um, I'm not sure. This one might not work. Okay. Um, in the day growing up, where my grandparents, great grandparents were making this, I think I share a little bit of background about how these cakes come about. Usually, it'll make during the day to celebrate the life of Buddha, because this cake here is supposed to be part of the cake that we make offering to the deity, or to the one that have gone beyond the veil. So when we make these, we don't make these by ourselves. We get the family to help, okay? Because um, it make this during the holiday, especially the Lent Day or New Year. Some don't do it for New Year because this represents some sort of connection with the spiritual world. So it's just like in China, they have moon cake. You know, moon cake, they make it during the celebration of the full moons, or the or the New Year, the Lunar New Year. Okay, so Cambodian um, had its own way of cooking, making this rice also. Um, because I cut it too thick, it's gonna take a while for it to cook. So I'm gonna go ahead and dice this into thinner pieces. That way it'll go quicker, or will cook quicker. Yeah. So you see that it worked better with the wrap on, okay? But still, because this is, oh, see, it broke. This is gonna be challenge. If I make it too thin, it'll break. I make it too thick, it'd be hard to cook it. I could have microwaved this first to get the sticky rice to activate its glutinous, because it's been in the freezer too long. Um, no, you can freeze this up to 3, 4 months. Okay, it's um, hmm. Oh wow, I'm sorry, it broke. I guess. Um, um, I can do mine too, but let me heat up mine, okay? So that way it it'll stick together better. Oh, it's not ready to flip yet. Okay, I think I'm gonna go ahead and put lid on it to allow the sticky rice to activate. Because the thing with sticky rice, that okay, it's so sticky, gluten, um, when it's not cold. Okay, once it's in the cold, um, the stickiness dissolves, and as a result, it can be fragile, it can break easily. And that's what I don't like about it. Okay, it's just like any rice, if it's in the cold, then it break easily. Okay, let me see. I put this in the in the microwave to, no, see, to heat it up, to get the sticky rice to activate the stickiness, the gluten. So here we go. I could have done that with the big cake too, but see it? See? It just needs a certain amount of heat to activate the sticky ready. So it's sticky, see? See that? I went to the Vietnamese Buddhist temple to get this cake during the Chinese New Year or Vietnamese New Year, and we make donation to the temple, so we are allowed to bring food home. So this was one of the food that my friend brought home with us. Well, let's see what mine does. So some part is already soft, and because it's such a big cake, it doesn't get softened uh, easily. I can add a little bit of oil to the knife, or normally you can do with the string. Okay, we're just gonna pierce through this because mine's a little different. Mine has pork fillings. Okay, and I took this to the temple with me during the New Year, and I share with a few people, and they enjoys it, and it made me feel good. And when people enjoys it, you know. Same thing for music production. If you produce good song and people enjoys it, that make you feel nice. Okay, for mine, it had. I remember when I don't. I know you don't remember, but when I make mine, I mix it with the pandan flavor. So it's a little greenish. It's kind of pretty. Had baby. It had baby greenish color. So see, mine hadn't been in the fridge that long, so it didn't fall apart. Okay. The tricky too is that if it's in the freezer too long, and that's why I remind her that she need to eat those cake. And she asked me, "It's still good as long as in the freezer. It's not fresh, but it's okay." And that's the result of it being in the freezer too long. Um, so what I'm doing here is that I use the lid to to capture the heat to allow this cake to get softened. So I can turn it now. It will get softened with the lid. If I keep the lid on long enough, it'll get softened. But it will not fall apart. That's what it's doing right now. Try to grab onto each other. Okay. All right. We are good. I can add two more in here. Ooh, fall apart. Okay. Let's see what mine does. Mine hold together really, really well. And that's because It's only been a few days old. And that's why I make my smaller. It's easy to manage. See it? It had pork fillings, yeah, and the mung bean. And this one had mung bean, and what it does is that it had a lot of fillings. You see, the filling is so big, it's hard for the rice to grab each other. But for mine, the variations of the of the fillings and the rice is different portions. I don't try to do equal portion. I make sure that the sticky rice is larger portion in my cake. Yeah, beautiful. Peel off easily. I make the vegetarian one too. She ate mine. She said she loves it, and that reminds her that she have this huge cake in the freezer that she need to eat it too. So, and she makes sure that I make it. I preheat it for her. I'm doing right now. Um, yeah, I like to make my personal size. That way, I don't have to cut it up and share it and making all this mess. Okay, so I design mine personal size. Her is like family size. That too much. It's too much. And then to boil this size, it will take 6 7 hours. That's too long. Mine's only about I think I did about 2 hours boiling, and that really turned out beautifully. See, and that was a little messy over here. It was broken. I have to handle with care. Mine is sticky, so it's just nice to handle without care. Because I make this so many times already, so I know exactly what I'm dealing with. You know, I'm not a rookie on this. I make this many times already, so I know how to deal with this thing. It's not easy, but I know how to deal with it. It takes a lot of preparation on this. And here we go. Beautiful inside. It it turned out okay. So there we go. That's what I'm gonna fry next. Okay. With this huge one right here is a little messy. That just because remind us that do not leave food in the freezer too long, because it's in the freezer. It doesn't mean that it's not gonna go bad. Okay, it still have expiration even in the freezer. Um, it, the freezer will cause freezer burn. When the freezer burn, then it diminishes the food flavor and the quality of food. Almost like you're eating chalk instead of eating some quality food here. So I still have one more here. Okay, we'll do that later. This one is smaller. This is mine. Pretty good. I'm not gonna say anything bad about it. It's really nice, to have that. And let me clean up our station a little bit. So these here one is done. Um, the best flavorful way to eat this is to have the dipping sauce, the sweet and sour dipping sauce, and eat it with lettuce. I have to be careful because I lost a few already. Um, Cucumber, lettuce, and herbs. Let me check. Well, the one went in earlier, it started to soften. Can you see it's getting soft, meaning that the sticky rice had its chance to be gluten again. So I'm gonna let it cook for a few more minutes. Yeah. The way I like mine is to have the face of it be crispy and be tender inside. When I open it, I will have the two textures: the crispiness and outside, and it'll be sticky inside. So now see that it's now it's oh, no. Don't be sticking together. No. Stay away. Stay away from each other. They grab each other. So now let me demonstrate what I'm talking about. Earlier, everything was falling apart. Right now, nothing is falling apart because the sticky rice is activated. The gluten is there, so it won't fall apart. It won't fall off. This one will fall apart right here. It needs to be in the heat in order for the sticky rice to activate its gluten. Let me cook this for a couple more minutes. Put me oil on the side of it because it had tendency to grab each other. That's crazy. The best is to lather some oil on the side of it, so that way it won't stick to each so badly. And then you have to pull it apart and it'll break off. Happy Sunday. Welcome. I'm not cooking anything from scratch today. I'm just warming up this Vietnamese sticky rice, steamed sticky rice. It has mung bean fillings. I have my version too, but my version has pork belly, the traditional one, pork belly and mung bean fillings. And the one I'm doing now is the Vietnamese version. It's like this big, that long. Okay, impressive, but I never do that big because I can handle this size really well. This is the biggest size I've done so far because I like to minimize the rice in here because to make this big right here, you need like a big bag of rice and too much. So to do that, let me prepare what we can serve with, okay? Now my pan is full of sticky rice now. To serve is, I need cucumber, lettuce, cilantro, yeah. Let me get this in order. Give me a minute, please. I'm refreshing my lettuce. I had it in the fridge for 2 days because I was supposed to be cooking this earlier day, but I didn't get a chance to. Refreshing my vegetables. Yeah. So here I have what I need to serve today. Let me prepare the vegetables that we need as a side dish. I typically would have the lettuce already air dried. Okay. Nice. The sticky rice is cooking up. It's getting softened. That's the textures I would need. So to eat it in the Vietnamese way, we'll need a whole bunch of lettuce, okay? Any kind of lettuce of your choice. Actually, I washed it, pre-washed this already, and because I didn't use it, I put it back and I just refreshing it right now, right? Um, and I have my cucumber. I'm gonna peel it. Very thin peeling. Use this good peeler. I saw this peeler on TikTok. It's a little exaggerating, you know, that they cannot make a fool out of me because I'm a skillful cook and I know how equipment work, and they come up with a new peeler, like new peeler, okay, and it slide through everything. Okay, I got it. Okay, vegetables are good to peel with that, but then they said that, oh, you can peel and slide the beef and meat, chicken. No, oh, no, it doesn't do that. Those meat need a serious saw. They go through the machine. No, you cannot do this with meat. No, I don't know. They think that be a kid and don't know anything or something. You know, sometimes people gotta know that, oh, what they put online don't sound stupid. You know what I mean? I'm sorry about that, but you can fool the kid, but you can't fool us. You know. Sometimes I wonder, you know, I mean, AI do the work, but then I got it, but then don't misleading the public. That's the misleading. There's no way you can slide the meat with the peeler. You know, it's not possible. I didn't go right here for being stupid. You know, I mean, come on now, come up with something better than that. You know? Use the peeler to slide the beef. Mm. I said I would love to order one, but the way you guys presenting it, no, because you got to do it better than that. That's misleading. Okay. I have this cucumber a few days in the fridge, and not the world fresh, but it's still good. It's okay. Mm. I washed this also. Um, This bag is clean. I have sweet and sour sauce that I made already. If you be interested of making sweet and sour sauce, I have that on my videos. You have to search for it a little bit because it's I have so many video I posted in the last 30 days. I just search for making sweet and sour sauce. If you have mint, it'd be great. If you have anything besides cilantro, you can do cilantro. You can do you can do um, spearmint. You can do any kind of Asian fresh herbs. That include basil. Okay, I would love to have basil. I think I have basil, but I didn't pre-wash it, and I'm not about to use it. But this is all pre-washed, so I'm going to use that. Um, it's not brown as I would prefer to, because it's rice, so it's going to be absorbing. Sorry, um, a lot of oil. Huh? So I can leave it a little bit longer to get it brownish. Okay, but because I wanted to get off and demonstrate to you how it's done, so I'm going to go ahead and remove a couple onto here. I'm going to put a big leaf of lettuce. I need to dry it first, so that way it does not cause my cake to be soggy. I know I need some color here, right? I need some beautiful color for nice presentation. Okay, so I'm gonna lay my cake there. Where are my peppers? Oh. I washed all of these already beforehand. I'm pretty good about keeping everything washed and towel dry and put it back in the storage. Ooh, they're gonna add some beautiful color. Mama, we have to. It have to be pretty. It's already pretty. Look at that. The yellow one. I have variation of color here, which is nice presentation. Okay. And here's a sweet sour sauce. And I can add some pretty color to it. Cilantro. This is the formal way to eat the Vietnamese steamed sticky rice. Here we go. All right, my good friends. Here's the refried steamed rice cake. I know it's not that impressive, but because I wasn't plan on doing this, but then I forgot that I have to do this, so uh, it would have been nicer if I was more prepared. Okay, so that's fine. This is the formal way to eat the steamed sticky bun or sticky rice, the Vietnamese um, bun with the. This is the this is the vegetarian version. This version here has mung bean only. Okay, and my version here, waiting to be fried, had pork fillings. So you can see that there's a little pork belly there. Okay, I'm like, it's ready. Some of that ready to go in here. Add a little more oil so it won't be so sticky mess. I'm gonna add mine in. Sorry. Okay. So how do we eat this? Well, easy, right? Okay, let me demonstrate that. Uh, let me take this small piece that's already broken. This have the mung bean. The filling is huge. Okay, it's so big. The mung bean is so big. Oh, the sticky rice is really nice. It's well done. It's cooked. It's sticky, the way it's supposed to be. Okay, so you have your sauce. You have your lettuce. So this is what we do. Okay, grab a piece that's already broke off and just wrap it and just enjoy. Oh, if you're out at the market and you see this huge cake bigger than this and you want to try it out, make sure you thaw it out first and put it in the microwave for a few minutes to activate the gluten. So that way, when you cut it, it won't fall off like this here. You know? It'll be stick together. That would be the best result. Mm. And then that made me time, and I know the result, but I still do it. Mm. Oh. All right. So now we know what this cake is all about, right? So you can have it by itself, or you want to do a formal way. Then this is a formal way to eat this steamed sticky rice. Mm. You know, it's crunchy on the outside, okay, crunchy and soft. Okay. All right, we done. This is the mung bean. Mm. This cake here, it didn't have too much flavor. the mung bean is bland. There's some flavor on the sticky rice portion. The mung bean, there's no flavor. It's just no salt, no very mild. So the mung bean just fall right off like that. If you want to make it yourself, I have these on my channel, the sticky rice, the mung bean sticky rice, or the pork belly sticky rice, steamed sticky rice. You can find that on my channel. I'm a fan of mung bean, but this right here, it didn't suit my need. So I'm just gonna stick with what I have. This is the one I make here. So one side is already done. I just flip it over to get the other side to get cooked. There we go. Okay, I flip it over already. I need a little bit more oil to cook it better. Again, I cook this with olive oil. Okay, so we good, right? I mean, I demonstrated from beginning until the end where I can sample this. And here go more cakes. I can line it all up. Okay, I'm gonna close out our day today by saying that this is very, very good. Though I prefer that the filling had a little bit of flavor, but the flavor is on the sticky rice. So you have to like eat them together. When you bite into it, you have to bite them together to get the best flavor. Okay. Other than that, the way I eat mine, I started with sticky rice first and then left the mung bean out. So the mung bean didn't have that much of flavor. This is the cake that we are now looking at here. And this is the one that we heated up. So it looked like that. So try it out. If you are at Vietnamese store or Chinese store and see these kind of cake here, and you want to try it out, and make sure you read the label, whether that's vegetarian or that's for the meat eater, and bring it home. If it's frozen, thaw it out in the microwave first. Make sure that it's soft, okay? Soft, and the best way to keep the cake together is to cut it with the leaves on, or with the wrap on, so that way it's easy to handle. Or if you want to try the other way, make sure that you oil your knife or your cutting device or equipment. That way it does not stick, right? Simple. Okay, so you don't have to do the difficult part where you wrap and steam. I did that on the videos I explained earlier. So this is the Vietnamese version. This is the Cambodian version. This is right here. This is my version. Is still processing. So there's so similarity in the cultures. We practice the food, the food that we share, the commonality of the food that we share. Okay, so there we go. This is that big cake. There's half of it, and I still have half it in the pan. Well, the other half is still here. So there we go. All right, we're good. So I just say thank you for tuning in. And if you be interested in your recipe, please jump over to my YouTube channel and subscribe. And then you can send me messages there and let me know that you hop over from TikTok. And TikTok people are awesome. They've been so supportive, and I appreciate them. Normally, I get about 5,000 heart today. I don't know where all the love will go. I didn't see many heart today, but it's normal Sunday. It'll be nice to have some heart sent. And if you follow me on my channel, I've always shared the same in courtesy by following you back. Okay, my food is done today. I love what I did today. The food is it's great. It's by adding a few condiment like the sauce, the lettuce, the green salad, and the green cucumbers. It tastes amazing. And if you want to try by itself, you fine. If you want to be fancy, so this is a fancy way to do it. Okay. All right. Let me show you one last time, so that way we can depart. All right. You good? Until next time. I have a few menus that I want to share with you. So please make sure that you follow me regularly and subscribe to my channel, so that way you can get the notification when I'm coming on. Because I typically I come on when my best availability, because I work also and other responsibility, domestic responsibility. Sometimes it's hard to be on here, but I try to be on here as often as I should and I could. So if I'm gone for a few days, that just because I'm overwhelmed with other responsibilities, and just like yesterday, it was fine until I need to go somewhere and notice that the tires is flattened, and it already gave out. There was like bubbling on the tire like this and out there. And I said, honey, it bubbles. Oh, it's okay, honey. It looked fine until yesterday. I was gotten ready to leave for my mom, and the tire was flat down to like to the rim. And I have to pull him out from his studio and say, okay, honey, you need to come over and fix my tire so I can go places. But by the time he get it all out and gone to the tire shop, and it was later evening, and the tire shop man want to charge so much for emergency, and I'm like, okay, so be nice. We've been here a lot of time, and that tire don't worth that much. I know that for the fact. So instead of get a brand new tires, so I just get a used tire and pay a quarter of what worth for the new tire. I know that too, because the new tire didn't cost that much, and because it was emergency for us. So the guys said, oh well, it's time to make money out of this folk. So I'm like, you want me back? I've been back a lot of time already. You want me back regularly? Then make sure that you be consistent with your price. Okay, don't try to make money out of my situation. I understand that you have bill to pay, but this is not how you treat a royal customer. So I'm just I tip too. Even I don't have to be in the food service to tip people. I tip people with their service and their courtesy, and I do that a lot. And I know sometimes people love that, because we appreciate the service. Okay, so this is the one I made. Okay, it looks so good already. Let me share with you before I go. Not to brag about my own cooking, but I do take pride in my cooking. So it gotta look good. It gotta taste good. And, that is just my signature. Is that I can turn an ordinary food into something gorgeous. Yes. Here we go. This is mine. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna let it cook for a little bit. I just want to show you what I'm getting from here. So this is mine, the one that I share with you, the one that I make, and the one that I refry. Looks good. It smells so awesome because I add the coconut in it, and that coconut really triggered it up. It really create that nice aroma. All right, love. Okay, I'm locking off. I'm done what I am coming on here to do with you all today. I appreciate your you're following me and subscribe to my channel. Your support mean the whole world to me. A little bit of help go a long way. I appreciate all of you. All right. You have a good evening. Have a blessed Sunday until I see you again.